Greetings viewers, Serpent speaking, and welcome back to another episode on the ImpSMP server. Sadly, Snippy is missing, presumed dead. He's actually been missing for a little while, I just forgot to tell you. But I'm not entirely sure where he went. I looked in my inventory at one point, and then he wasn't there. Sniff. I renamed a magma cube to Toasta, so that's the next pet to die. Another thing is that I went mining, you see, and then everything was going well. I had 50 diamonds, 51 actually, I think, and I started burrowing up somewhere over yonder, and I burrowed into a cave that was infested with mobs, and a zombie hit me into a creeper, which blew me up into a creeper, which killed me, and basically there was a 0% chance of me ever finding my way back there before 5 minutes. So RIP items, sniff, all that. I do have fire protection armor again, so my new fortune pick, lucky picker, and my other pickaxe will be safe, and I've got some more noob juice, which I used in the trip also. I fell into a lava lake, but that wasn't what killed me, obviously. So we are pretty much all back, but that still rubs my fur the wrong way, because that means we don't have an elytra anymore, which is disgusting, but I suppose I didn't actually use it at all, which sort of makes me a little bit less annoyed. Still, let's, well, I don't think you can enchant this with grassification 4, but I'm going to, never mind, I'm going to kill some mobs, and then I'm going to lift the spirits by, getting us an efficiency 5 silk touch pick, which is something we didn't have. And now I won't lose this one so soon. I won't is fully efficiency 5'd, so that's all great. I need to mend it up, but that's not a problem. In any case, we've pretty much bounced back enough from that off-camera death that I can that we can get on with what I had planned for the episode anyway. Yes, on the left-hand side of the screen at some point, a little to-do list should have popped up. So let me know what you think of that. Well, if I manage to get that little to-do list up there properly, you should probably know that the plan for today is hopefully going to be me finishing this up, and then finishing the glass up, and finishing the roof up. Except, of course, for the fact that we need concrete blocks, which don't come until Minecraft 1.12 comes out. The official release, since Designated doesn't want to run the server on a possibly unstable snapshot, which is fine. However, that does mean we won't be able to finish the roof, which is slightly annoying. Okay. Long story short, I jumped down to where my portal was, up there, on that little unstable scaffolding. Then a skeleton and zombie were there, and they shot at me. I fell down, and I managed to Enderpearl. Anyway, stuff happened, and I'm low on health. In any case, while I'm safely hidden away under the iron farm, we can go to, hold on, that place with the clay, the mesa, and then I shall insta-mine a bunch of clay for us, and also hopefully put down a packed ice floor in that tunnel so that it'll be a lot faster. Being me, of course, I've neglected to bring torches, so, I'm using fires instead. It's working alright, which is, good. Well, I've done a pretty good job of cleaning this place out, so we shall now leave and dye all the stuff blue, and then hopefully finish off the floor. I mean, obviously we have enough, so it shouldn't be a problem. Ta-da! that should be enough to finish it up. Well, that's that, and I actually only overcrafted by 49. Sorry. That's actually a lot more clay than I thought it would take, but whatever. We've got plenty still. I have now completed the outside trim over here too. Getting a lot of weird lag. Oh, whoops. Hold on. What leftover spots? I don't see any leftover spots. Anyway, I've finished the trim of blue clay now, and what we need to do now is put some of this obsidian trim on the end of that. Unfortunately, I don't have any obsidian right now, so we're going to have to do a quick AFK session, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Well, it's been a while, and I've, whoops, A, been pulverized by ghasts a little, but B, I've gathered a bunch of resources, mainly glass, and of course, dye the glass. Squidding sacks. So we need to make an ink farm pretty soon. Not in this episode because we are already doing stuff this episode. But yes, in a soon episode, I think. Before we get the outer ring of glass done, ideally. As you may have noticed right there, my chicken is now called hold on, Caro Gallinaceae cocta. In other words, Latin stuff. Latin for cooked chicken. So if you happen to speak Latin, well, prepare to either be amused greatly at my faily pronunciation, or to be disgusted greatly by my faily pronunciation, whichever of the two you may happen to be. In any case, I just changed the language to Latin because I like Latin and it's sort of fun, even though I don't know how to pronounce it. Whatever. In any case, I've finished up the floor here, finished it up with obsidian around the outside, and this, and then also the glass. It's looking pretty nice. Yeah, so next we have to hook this glass up with the rim, the same way we did with the stuff down there, the ice, and then with that we should have something that looks mighty fine. Also, I should just show you the glass really quickly. Yeah, quite a lot of it. This might actually be enough. I don't want that much at a time. This might actually be enough to finish the whole thing. That would be great. Yeah. Contactus circi. That means silk touch because of contact in the name. So yeah, I know some, even though that's pretty obvious. Having gathered up all that glass and smelted it and hunted all those squids, I think I'm going to have to hold the whole thing up at this point, because that seems like how far the glass should go, and any further is just not needed. Yeah, there we go. That seems like a perfectly good amount of glass. It's also really easy to figure out where to put it at this level, because the one up, as you can see, there's no indication of where the curves should be, like there is down there. But further back a level, I can put it around this thing, and likewise around the obsidian and that sort of thing. So it's a lot easier this way too. Now, however, I think it's probably about time for me to do a time lapse of finishing the rest of them off. Wow. Wow. Well, that's all done, and I can tell you that my pinky has never been sore from pressing the shift key. Okay. However, that is all done, and that's very nice, so we can put the roof in, or rather, we could put the roof in if we had the blocks to put the roof in. But that comes in 1.12, which we're not running on, as you can see, up there. Yeah. So, the roof shall remain slightly, not present, and I suppose we can move on to a little bit of interior decoration. So, we find ourselves in a slightly difficult position. The roof can't be completed until we get 1.12, and then also I've decided I want to use, what is it? Hold on. Whatever the turquoise stained, concrete is called, as a trim, which means we have to wait for the trim to come. I'm not entirely sure if we can go on with this currently. We may need to just wait until 1.12 comes out to go on with this part of the project. I'll think about it for a second. So I think what we're going to be doing is we're going to redo this planet, because let's be honest, it didn't really turn out so well, did it? So we're going to redo it now that I know how it's going to turn out, which was an issue before. And then we're also not going to be using these magma blocks because they glow too brightly at night, making it a little bit weird looking. And then we're also just going to be, we're just going to be rebuilding it, and we're going to completely finish the exterior at least. The interior we can't finish because, once again, no concrete. But we can redo this bit. That's another reason why I shouldn't be using these. Toodles. Whoops. Well, I suppose I shouldn't have fallen off that. Met the same fate as the spider, except without the splat. This iron farm is pretty good, but it's not that great, but it's enough to sustain your normal everyday needs. But since I'm trying to work up to a full beacon, so I can insta-mine stone, that thing just really doesn't cut it, unfortunately. So I've been doing a lot of mining, but I do have, I think I'm about halfway there. It's pretty good. Anyway, back to the planet. That just crossed my mind randomly. This time, since I am, since I'm evidently incapable of creating a sphere, I'm going for a cuboid, and I think I'm pretty much managing it. It's not too difficult to build a cube, not like those pesky spheres, but progress is going pretty well. Mostly no hiccups. So I'm going to build this side up a little and then see what it looks like from over there. Or actually, maybe from about there, because then I could... I think I'll do the top and this side, and then we can take a look. Whoops, again. Sigh. It's kind of annoying falling down, because then I have to go through the nether portals. In any case, though, I can actually take a look at what it actually looks like. Yeah. Hold on. Creepers attacking. Interesting that the space station casts a shadow even at night. I hadn't noticed that actually happened. Whoops, again. That time I didn't have any ender pearls left. Yes, I deloco. Duh. Not sure which of those means death, actually. Wit-oo. This could be problematic. In fact, it could be very bad. Okay, never mind. That's good. creepers were there and skeletons, and I didn't want the creeper to shoot the skeleton, and the creeper would explode on my items because that would be bad. So let's try and get rid of these people. However, that's what it's looking like from down here. I actually really like that. It's looking good. 26 deaths. It's quite a hefty number. Yes, from mission control, that is looking quite planet-like and nifty. Of course, it isn't texturized at all so far. I will need to do that, but Cubus Rubro Lapidius. Interesting. But yeah, that's going to be the new look of the planets, because I don't think I can do spheres that much, but I can do cuboids, and that's looking pretty nif. I already used that word. Pretty nice. Unfortunately, though, I do have some stuff to do before tomorrow when this video should air. So unfortunately, this is going to be a day late because I haven't got everything done, and I have stuff to do in my regular life. So yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be a day late. Sorry about that. Well, as you can see up there in the in the sky is a nice cuboid planet, and I think that looks significantly better than the previous one. The other one was was sort of a failure to make something really good, and this one is a success to make something slightly less good. And I think it works really well too. Especially since Minecraft is a bit cuboid. But yeah, next thing to do is to remove that little squiggly scaffolding right there, and then we can set up some means of enderpearling to it, which should hopefully also not look terrible. That's the hope, at least. And with that block right there, the last scaffolding that I can actually break without falling off is broken. Oh, hello. There. Wouldn't go into my offhand. So, I'm going to make my way over to this little door thingy. Like so. And as you can see, this is the inside of the planet. It's pretty good. It's fairly decently nice. One thing that I do think it needs is more nether wart, because I ran out because I crafted it all into nether brick blocks. So I'm just going to replant a little in a minute. But the next thing we need to figure out is oh, this is even. That's a bad thing. Anyway, next thing we need to figure out is how we want to get on. I'm pretty sure I want an enderpearl thing. So maybe an enderpearl platform, but I can't decide because I haven't seen the difference between red glass and netherrack. So let's plop that down and hop back over to the space station, which we won't be able to reach. As expected. Yeah, so I suppose we can pop up and see which one looks better. Ah, okay. Well, that's not a good angle. Well, in this way, I think the netherrack blends in a little bit better. But the real test is which looks better from the space station, because that's where we'll be spending most of our time, looking at the planets at least. So, if we hop on over here, also we'll need to do something about the snow. You know, I'm not sure. That's a tough one. Also, I wish the door was a little bit smaller, because that's not looking so great. That didn't work. Odd. I would have expected the Enderpearl platform to work at least. So I've decided to try and put the hole on the top. I think that looks significantly better. And you can also enderpearl to here from there. However, you do have a much smaller target, which I'm not so sure I can hit. Okay, good. I did. Well, okay, that's a start at least. So the next thing I want to do is climb up here and then plop some string down. It's difficult to place, but yes, plop some string down in a 4x4 area, which I can't manage to do for some reason. And then we can Enderpearl from the inside of the place, inside of the planet, to this outside area. So let's test that theory. Yeah. Also, with this Enderpearl throw, you do have to sprint and jump like that, or else it won't actually get there. But you can get there, so that's good. And then if we look at the planet, it's all nice and planet-like instead of being weird with an opening. Go away. Unfortunately, though, that's about all I have time for, due to some unexpected bids for freedom on the part of my pet corn snake, Nigel. Looking for him soaked up a lot of my time. I'll talk about it later. But at this point, I should already have started uploading the video, which is a little bit bad since it's already late. But sorry for the slightly short and also quite a bit late video. Still, hopefully you enjoyed it. We did get some stuff done, which is always nice. And this has been Serpent. I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Goodbye. Bad outro.